Ellie. Me proud of them and lift some heavy weight. Heavy. I chop fi make this reach. Me never I go with this league. Me chop and buy rum, we chop and buy gun. I boy teeth, me skull him off fi chop and lie down. No shot and try gun, girl from Japan fly down. Before chopping me sell crack and buy gun. No. Me black then white out, me bun inside out. Me touch the stage and tell them lights out. You look up on me belly, make your brain fly right out. Fuck your girl and slide out and make the pussy wide out. I chop the line daily.
Minister, you're not comparing, as a colleague of mine likes to say, mangoes and mangoes. You're not, because what you're doing is showing us, for instance, you're showing us nurses, you're showing us teachers, you're going to show us lawyers in a moment, you're probably going to show us judges, you're going to show us what else you have. And the concern is that you are showing us the salaries of highly qualified professionals, and you're comparing it to cabinet ministers.
Allow me to show it. You told me you'd give me a minute to show it. Allow me to show it and then answer the questions. No, man. No, I just going to show all of that.
Don't have to go
so legal officers 4.9 to 10 and 4.1 to 10.
All of that to make your point. I understand the point you're making, that there has been.
I just have two more.
No,
it's not for you. It's for your watchers.
You're making the same point over and over.
It's across the public service. And
I understand that, so we don't have to look at 10 billboards to understand.
No, I have one more. Medical doctors went from 3 million to 8.2, 2.2 to 7.3, 2.2 to 6.3. And I'm showing the civil service.
No, you don't. Let's go to the break. We'll soon come.
Brother, I can't bumbuckle that wallet, mate. What really I do? My face all a show to blood clot. Like, what really stand for? People that come talk about say, oh, people actually agree with them pay a bumbuckle that increase. Them your body boy no need to get no blood clot pay increase. We are talking about people who thief money from before we born. Them father thief money and them come in their father position, brother. We are talking about people when them broke, them bumbuckle find some development scheme for one blood clot. The minister of finance sign off on it. The money gone. And them same people that we run back a bad man, people all them are giving us empty blood clot promises. Them fear focus on infrastructure, them are focus on bumbo clot to make for them pocket better, and we run back at them, brother. Eh? Not even a month, brother. And Nigel Clark approved this, and look how much years the Police Federation when me hate. I ask for 50%. Look how much years nurse I ask for 50%. Look how much years doctor I ask for 50%. Look how much years teacher I ask for 50 mama bumbo clot percent. And you can't give them that. As pro Jamaicans, listen to what me I say. The people who actually deserve it can't get it. And the people who don't deserve it, I get it. And I will see when I go run back at them a bumbo clot people election time for what? 2,000 blood clot that I short, brother. And after bumbo clot, then we don't go kill a blood clot for the next 5 years, same way. Me not understand, brother. And then the Minister of Information, Miguel go suck your mother. But you know bumbo clot put it on the body face or show off. Eh? You not get razor pay and not help nothing. That the money they could have put to far better use. Right? Far better use, brother. There's so much else things in Jamaica I need to sort out, my youth. And them can't do it, they don't want to do it. Them don't want to properly develop Jamaica. Them don't want bumbo clot educate Jamaicans. Because them never can take off a blood clot unit and give you 2,000 blood clot down in a shirt and promise you a better bumbo clot tomorrow, my youth. How much longer? And like in every other country when ministers are thief money it hide until police catch him. Eh? Brawling bumbo clot in the parliament on TV. You see them and say, oh, $100 million missing and nobody can get account for it. And I want to see one about die-hearted PMP and die-hearted Labour. Who now got blood clot, same blood clotting, yeah man, a right term. Die bumbo clot, who now got dead blood clot hungry. Because like when I say, majority ruler war run back at them, no the end of them circles, so they never profit from the illegality. How much longer we as dedicated Jamaicans are going to run back at this blood clot waste government? A big blood clot disrespect this bad man. Everybody there, them look a circle at top, but
alright. So I'm going to talk. Because civil servant could have barely get a 20% over 3 years. Right? The income tax threshold no increase. So the increase, so where civil servant them get slapped by taxes right away. Taxi fare go increase JPS a look at increase. Water commissioner get a increase. So we hear flow and bumbleclot digital out there with an increase. Remember this, the Office of Utilities Regulation no set no out there to serve. We have to serve the company them here. Yeah. It never say name citizens utility regulation or whatever. It's a Office of Utility Regulation. It's a office for the bumbleclot company them we are providing with utilities. Seen? Alright. The parliamentarians and the judge them and them get a rascal increase, you see. Yeah, 200%. Yeah. One prime minister pay get increased by 200%. When PJ did in there and PJ increase their salary by 100%, the country riot and bag of fucker go on. Labor right out nice streets and then source of jazz and cocky a swing all there sitting there. Yeah, but no. Me no see nobody I make nice. Because guess what? Guess what now? The PNP come up, you see that Nigel Clark, you want a man slapping in your forehead with a piece of toe before you fuck. When you lick in your forehead, the two you ball them for start show around your head back way if you see. Yeah man, alright. The PNP come and said them not have no problem. With no issue at all with it. Because why? 200% is a whole heap of bumbleclot money, you know. Yeah man, I remember say them got all sort of concession and all sort of rare what benefit them, you know. You understand? Yeah man, taxi fare not affect them. And them got car where taxpayer pay for maintain, for drive up and down. Patrol not give them problem. You mad? No. You see me? But me tell you. If you're in a Jamaica, you can't left. And you see the bumbleclot PNP done people them where they in I want to know for me post this time. Yeah, because tell you no for go suck out on no mama. I broke your neck in your mama catching so she can't walk. You have to walk with the foot wide like duck. No come for me post with no fucker here. Because this is not about politics. This bigger than politics. You understand? This is about people. The people them who have sacrificed their life every day. The police and the soldier and the nurse them and the doctor them and the fireman them. And them this boat. Where I get underpaid every day and want to go extra mile. Yo. You see all when you see, me tell you something. Me employed to, you know, by one organization to, you know. And so me go back and work. I want to know no come tell me nothing about no do extra or no motivate for growth and them. No, there is no growth in a bumbleclot Jamaica no suck no mama. Left me alone. Yeah, that.
Am I dumb?
200%, and teachers right now cannot even get 3, 4, 5, 6, 7% from 9 million to 25.2 million. What summoned them to get so much increase? And poor little Jamaican striving, trying to do their business, and every day you go supermarket, the price them raise. The prices have gone up so maybe more than 200% for we to be operating on what? And we're trying to provide a service for the kids, for the youth, but this 200%. And then how much the opposition leader? 22.5 million? Come on guys, man. This is not our country and this is not what we pay you for. So you in return are only should pay with you.
Immediately as this is announced, you are going to see a greater interest in the political field. So everyone who is occupying a political office ought to be thinking very carefully that I need to increase my political performance, because believe me, there are many young people out there now who have started to look at entering the political field with higher educational qualifications, higher skills level, higher competencies. You are going to see, as a result of this, an increase, an improvement in the level of entrance coming into the political field. No questions asked. But you're also going to see an improvement, massive improvement, in the existing occupants of the posts, because they have to now step up their game. Competition. Hey, boss man, instead of chopping, come and work here too.
You sound like a pussy one. I better you shut the fuck up, yeah, man. What the boy, man?
Celebrations over here. That's how Minister with responsibility for information, Robert Morgan, described the mood in cabinet and among government members of parliament following the massive pay increase announced for the political directorate Tuesday.
Minister Morgan, who was speaking at post-cabinet press briefing this morning, sought to justify the raise following uproar by public sector workers and concerned citizens.
Now, Jamila Maitland has the details.
100%, 150%, 200%, and in the case of Prime Minister Andrew Holness, a more than 250% increase in his compensation package effective April 1, 2023, and by 2024, a more than 300% increase compared to what he's earning in 2021. The massive pay increase announced for the political directorate has drawn the ire of the public.
Everybody feel down, you know. Our government now, I think it's the time now for them to get up and stand up and make the country and the people of the country feel good now.
We forget pay now, but it's too much. Him now consider poor people. Look on Crossroad Market and them if you go in and look right through the market and they come out here already say they better come fix the market.
Information Minister Robert Morgan, in justifying the increases, reasoned that the figures were arrived at by a decades-old policy.
We're not celebrating an increase. The increase comes as part of a public sector transformation process.
But despite it being justified, there are those who argue that the increases given to the political directorate is simply out of touch.
You can't agree with something like that. They will take 300%. They want the teacher and the doctor, them not business with them. I know some of the people, them not get the money. And better for them when I come right through and not age.
As when you work, you believe that you must get a good salary to go home. But I believe it's out of touch.
Minister Morgan says greater pressure and scrutiny will be placed on the politicians to carry out their jobs.
The excuse of not being paid well is off the table. What needs to happen now, and the Prime Minister was very clear about it, is that MPs and ministers, and I think on both sides of the aisle, now have an ultimate responsibility to demonstrate to the people of Jamaica, even more than they were doing before, that we're working for them.
But for others, poor governance must not be rewarded, nor should the increases be foisted on citizens.
It's like him tell the public, so the public have to tell him, some boy, well, leader, Prime Minister, look into yourself and look on the country and the people and see if you can do a little better.
Roast breadfruit in one hand and a pumpkin in the other, Miss A from the Crossroad Market has a word of advice for the public.
Too much, yes. Fix them up, man. Make everybody get a bite. Because, look here, we soon left all the money here. And gone, dead and gone.
Everyone is talking about the recent pay hike for parliamentarians. Listen this. These politicians must understand that the level of heartlessness that they possess and with which they lead is now in the eyes of the world. Everyone can see it now. When these things meet the international press, where Jamaica, whose economy is nothing comparable to that of the Bahamas, to that of St. Martin, to that of Trinidad and Tobago, leaders are getting paid 3 times or 4 times what the aforementioned countries' leaders are getting. That explains the level of heartlessness among the leaders of Jamaica. Another thing. The thing about the whole situation that got Dr. Led thinking was the justifications. Here is one of the justifications. Well, we want to attract and retain the brightest and the best talents. So are you saying that the only talent in Jamaica that is necessary for retention and acquisition are those of politicians? What happened to the bright teachers, the bright nurses, the bright police officers, the bright JDF members, the bright immigration officers, the bright custom officers? What about those in the private sector who are super smart? They only deserve 14,000 a week, but you deserve 25 million a year. Not only that, another excuse or justification was, well, this is an incentive
for the MPs and the parliamentarians to act better on behalf of the people. Jamaican people, we're not fools. Listen to this. If you are called to serve, monetary compensation should not be your motivation. Again, if a person was called to serve, monetary compensation should not be their motivation. Look how many people have served Jamaica and not get a dollar for it. Look how many people are making positive, meaningful contribution to the nation and not getting a dollar for it. But you're telling me the people who pledge to lead, protect and serve the needs and rights of the people of Jamaica are only motivated by their salary? And then these guys who sit in parliament think they're talking to all dunce. You have a lot of intelligent people listening. You have a lot of intelligent people watching. That is why you can't fool the people no more. But then you could go on TV and radio and make your statement and go over people's head. Now we have platforms that highlights the nonsense that you guys do. You understand? When everyone in Jamaica can afford a livable wage, then we understand what's going on. But are you going to tell me that only you guys deserve to live a comfortable life? Only your children need to go to college and university? Only you guys need to drive a motor vehicle? Only you guys need to have a comfortable home? Only you alone need to go to the supermarket once a week? As opposed to the poor man who have to hustle in the morning for breakfast and in the afternoon for dinner. They have to send a shop every time they want to cook. And me, if you respect them leaders, yeah? On one of the leaders, man. On one creeders, greeders. Wickedness.